Well, thanks for being back from a commercial. I would like to welcome you back. We're here with Lauren Slape, and Lauren is a 4-H member here in Cherokee County. Lauren, tell us a little bit about what 4-H club you're with, and tell us a little bit how long you've been in 4-H, and a little bit about this goat, or is this pygmy goat that you're holding here, or what is this?
It's a sheep.
It's a sheep. Where do you go to school at, Lauren?
I go to school at Keys.
Okay. How long you been in 4-H? And
3 years.
3 years. Well, I see that you've got a lamb here beside us today. I assume this lamb that you're going to be showing it here this fall at the county fair. When did you buy your lamb and get it started? Tell us how you get them started. I noticed she's broke the lead and all that kind of stuff. So tell us from the kind of how you start out with a lamb project.
Well, I got her in about like May, and I started walking her in June, and I started actually setting her up in July.
Are they pretty easy to break the lead and that kind of thing?
Yeah.
You don't ever you never been drugged down into the pond down here that we've had in the back or anything along that line?
I'm close.
You've come close a time or two. Well, I know with the lambs and stuff that there's several different breeds that we typically show at the county fair. What breed of lamb is this that you're showing today?
It's a cross.
It's a cross. Any idea maybe what kind of cross it is? She looks like definitely got some Suffolk in it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So there is several different breeds that we will exhibit at the county fair, and the cross is one of the final ones that we show during the day. It takes a lot to get these animals ready. You know, the neat thing, we went out to one of your buddies earlier and looked at the hog operation that Morgan Torrance had out there. These sheep that you have to break them to lead, what do you have to do to get them ready for the county fair? Some of those kind of things.
You have to make sure they can brace and set up and stand still and stuff like that.
When you say brace, what do you mean by bracing?
Like
would you like to show us maybe, or? I know that this is something that's a little bit difficult, and it's probably a little bit harder for a lot of our other kids out there. But when we say bracing, what are you doing here?
You're making them flex their muscles.
You're flexing their muscles. And then this is the way sheep are typically showed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when they're doing that, they're filling the muscle down the loin and that kind of thing. So it takes a little bit of work to get these old lambs to do what we want them to do. So. But you know, I know hard muscle is really, really important. How do you get that hard muscle with these? Is it through your exercise program, and maybe possibly, or tell us about that?
Well, I walk them every day and I run them every day.
You run them in the summertime. That's kind of a challenge, and it gets kind of hot. So how long do you typically run a lamb?
About 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes. It doesn't really take a long time to. It's just more so of real quick training for those lambs in order to get them kind of in a state where that muscle is real hard. So, okay, all right. So what's the name of this lamb that you're talking about here?
This is a girl. I couldn't think of anything else.
We just call her Girly, huh? Well, we just visited with Lauren about her lamb. She has another really neat project here that we exhibit at the county fairs. This will be on Friday night along with the chicken show. Lauren, what do you got here in your hands? Is this a rat, or what is that?
It's a rabbit.
It's a rabbit. What kind of rabbit are we showing here?
Netherland dwarf.
Little Netherland dwarf. The Netherland dwarfs are one of the really small breeds of rabbits that we typically exhibit. And one of the neat things about 4-H is this is probably one of the largest species that we've seen growing at the county fair, as well as some other shows that we do. Last year, I think the rabbit show had about 125 rabbits in it, so it was a really tremendously large show. Is this a particular color? It's kind of a unique color.
It's molting, but
it's molting a little bit, kind of a pearl color, isn't it? So yeah. These little Netherland dwarfs, I understand they come in all kinds of different colors, don't they? Mm-hmm. Do you have several of the Netherland dwarfs, or?
Well, I did have 2, but somebody forgot to shut the cage.
Uh-oh.
So one got out, and we haven't been able to find it.
We have a runaway rabbit around the pond here somewhere, huh?
We don't think it's alive anymore.
Well, these little rabbits, there will be all kinds of different breeds of them, and it's a really neat show to actually go by and take a peek at. There's large rabbits, there's long, slender rabbits, there's fast rabbits and slow rabbits, and that is all going on at the at the county fair on Friday night. They're side by side by the chicken show that'll also be going on, and there's a large number of different chickens going on. But here again, we won't want you to forget that steak dinner that will be going. This is how we fund the 4-H year. Every year, though, we get a load of steaks in from Reeser's here in town, and they really do us a bang-up job of cutting us up some ribeye steaks, and Roger does a really great job of cooking them, and it'll be a good bang for your buck. We're going to have the kids out selling them here in the county, and if you get the opportunity, please come out and visit. Well, this kind of wraps up our segment on our livestock projects. If you haven't had the opportunity to come out and see the kids in the previous years, we'd love to have you out this year. Mainly all of the major livestock project shows will be going on Saturday, September the 18th, and they'll start that morning and go all day long.